Okay, next up is the Hardwicke Stakes, which is 1.5 miles. Older horses, 4-year-olds and up. It's a Group 2. Now, I believe that there's no penalties in place for Group 1s, Group 1 winners, which is bizarre. So you're getting Group 1 winners coming in here, not carrying a penalty for having won a Group 1. I don't understand why that is. Maybe it's just to attract more better class horses into the race. Now, we had a lovely winner of this a couple of years ago with Fanny Logan, if you remember, for John Gosden. Idaho won this. Of course, he was the one who unseated the rider when he was coming to win the St. Ledger. It's a really good race. I love this race. It's normally won by a 4-year-old. We have had a 5-year-old winner and a 6-year-old winner, but it's normally won by 4-year-olds. And these are the ones that make the shortlist. You've got Desert Crown has been retired, apparently. You've got the 6-year-old Hookham and the 5-year-old Hurricane Lane and the 6-year-old Pile Driver and the 5-year-old Rebels Romance. These and the 5-year-old Free Wind. These are all going to be in the market if they turn up. But I'm telling you now, the ones that interest me are the ones that ran in the Coronation Cup at Epsom, and I'm going to take out Above the Curve and West Wind Blows, and these three finished first, second and third in the Coronation Cup. Now, unfortunately for, I believe it was Rob Havlin, he's a shit jockey. I mean, he is absolutely shocking. He should have won this race, but he let Tory get a march on him. People are going to think that, he's not going to be able to reverse the form. But you're going to have a bigger field, a stronger gallop, a right-handed track. Now, Rob Hornby. Yeah, Rob Hornby. Not Robert Havlin, Rob Hornby. It was a terrible ride. And if you saw the race, Frankie came from behind, swept into the lead, and Rob Hornby was all dressed up and didn't ride a very good race. But anyway, if he's declared Westover, I fancy him to completely reverse the form. You're probably going to get a strong gallop with the likes of Pile Driver, Rebels Romance, and other horses that like to go forward. The harder they go, the better. If you remember the Irish Derby that Westover won when I made him an absolute certainty, a steering job, I can see it being the case here where they're going to go really hard. And as they come up the home straight, you've got a long straight there. Hopefully they don't book Rob Hornby. I mean, he's absolutely shocking. Book a decent jockey, for God's sake, and this horse will gag up. I'm certain of it. He'll come there and he'll just, long striding, hit top speed with 2 furlongs to go, and he'll gallop away from them. But you've got to get a good ride. But that's what I think is going to happen. Adayar, I believe, is going to go in the Prince of Wales. Broome, I don't know what they're doing with him. They might come here. I think he won it last year. Yeah, he did. They might come back with Broome. You've got Hookham, who won the, whatever it was, the other week, the 10 furlong race. Hurricane Lane. I don't fancy any of them. Free Wind is the one that could give us the most trouble with Gosden. I think Westover might come here, and if he wins this, then go for the King George, and ultimately it might be Arc de Triomphe time for him. Hopefully they might book Ross Orion. If they get Ross Orion to ride, I'll be a lot more confident, and we're happy with fast ground, and they go a strong gallop, and hopefully, Rob Hornby isn't on and you don't get caught napping. But the Coronation Cup is the best trial for this race. And I think the 4-year-olds will have it over the older horses. There you go. So hopefully Westover will be declared and we'll have a decent field. We'll have the likes of Hookham and Pile Driver. They're worried about the going for Hookham. He definitely wants cutting the ground. And he beat Desert Crown, of course, the other week. He may not run, but the more that run, the better. because the bigger the field, the stronger the gallop. And talking about Rob Hornby, he also finished second or third in the Derby, and of course he didn't get a clear run and flew home. Anyway, that's it for the Hardwicke. I really fancy Westover, and nobody's going to put me off. Unless we get Rob Hornby. I'll probably still bet him even with Rob Hornby. But he's under a lot of pressure, and whether the connections are going to jock him off, I wouldn't give him the time of day. Let's see what happens, and we'll see the field. Fingers crossed.